Hey there my fellow designers and creatives, hope you're all doing well. This is Chetan here from Design Pilot, and in today's video what you're going to see is a small clip of a big interview that I had with Whiteboard.fm. Whiteboard.fm is a series of interviews with UI UX designers who are early on in their career, and I happen to be one of the guests for this interview series. In this clip, I'm going to be talking mostly about learnings from design conference. It's a very small clip, but if you guys enjoy it, definitely do check out the entire interview. Link will be in the description. It's completely free. So hope you guys enjoy the video.
So what's your experience and learnings from these conferences, from giving talks and attending conferences as well? Like what are the key learnings that one should go for and that you've learned yourself?
Yeah, good one. One of my goals for 2020 was to either talk at an international design conference or at least attend one. Because the reason I felt that was because last year, Saptarshi actually got invited to give a talk at a conference in Singapore. And I messaged him and asked him, how do you get invited to give a talk in, an international conference? So he said either, you apply for it on your own, you go to their website and apply, or, if you have contacts, it becomes easier. So I knew that it was not possible for me to, I'm not credible enough to give a talk. So I thought at least attend as a volunteer to see how it was. So I followed quite a few conferences. I just Googled them, which were happening from Jan to March. And I decided that, I would follow all these. And one of the conferences was IXDA's Interaction 20 conference. That this time they did it in Italy. And so I applied for their volunteer program, just like randomly. They asked quite a lot of questions. And in the end, I got selected. So I think they came to my LinkedIn profile and they saw what I've done. And they've gone investigated me completely, and I got selected. And the moment I got selected, I was so excited, getting sponsored to attend a international conference was a big deal. They paid only for my conference ticket. Everything else had to bear all the expenses on my own. But I thought it's okay. If I'm going to Europe for the first time, I might as well, go for it. There's no big deal. So that's something that happened recently. So the thing with conferences is that when you attend a conference, you can never actually practically apply what you learn from there in your day-to-day life, in your day-to-day career. You cannot apply any of that. The only reason you go to conferences is to understand that there is so much more than whatever you just do at your regular work. What are the trends? What are the job opportunities? What are the kind of work people are doing, in things like AR and VR and, audio engineering and designing for emerging markets and stuff like that. You will never apply these in your real life, but it's good to have ideas and perspective and knowledge about it. And also you end up meeting tons of people over there. I actually met a lot of people who have been talking over social media. So I met the guys at Adobe, finally, for the second time. I met the guys at Protopie, and they all knew who I was because they've seen my work online. And I also met the designer from Google, who was in charge of making, who was in charge of the dark mode project for Google. And so I didn't know, he knew me, and I just went to him and I told him, hey, I've written this article. I showed him my phone and he said, oh my God, you are the one who wrote this article, dude. I've shared this with all my colleagues in Google. I've shared on social media. And I was it was a crazy moment. Some designer at Google knows my work. And he said, dude, if you ever come to San Francisco, just let me know. I know I would like you to come to the Google office and stuff. So you build connections, you make relationships, and, you learn so many different things. It's like a nice vacation. You just go and experience it. So that's the thing with conferences. So with regard to giving talks, all the talks I've given were in colleges. And one thing I've observed is that a lot of these students, they're so passionate about design, and not even design, new things other than, engineering and what they're studying. They're so passionate, but they don't know what to do with it or how to go about it. So
Right.
whenever I give talks, I don't go and talk about, UI and UX and case studies and stuff. I talk about how do you become a designer? What is the lifestyle of a designer? What you need to do? How do you prepare to become a self-taught designer? Should you go to design colleges? Answering all these questions that people have in starting out a new career. And I mean, students are always fun, they're energetic, and I really love giving talks in colleges because the crowd is amazing. And I've always wished that, I wish somebody used to come, would have come to my college when I was studying. But unfortunately that didn't happen for me. So I always take the opportunity to go and like talk to these people because they deserve to know about it. And so it's always fun to, give talks.